Welcome to newlytrading.com. I'll look at some of the newest publicly traded companies on the TSXV, OTC, and on the CSE exchanges. This program is intended to provide insight and background on our featured company and provide additional information and links on our website, newlytrading.com. Today we're talking with Lawrence Stevenson, technical geologist and project manager for Zanzibar Gold Inc. Their trading symbol is ZBR on the CSE. Good morning, Lawrence.
Good morning.
Lawrence, maybe we could start off by you giving us a little history of Zanzibar Gold and how long you've been around and what the focus of the company is at this stage.
Well, Zanzibar Gold is a fairly new company. It's been around since 2014, but the principles of it, Abi Faraj is the president of the company. He's been actually involved in the mineral exploration game for about 20, 25 years. And in the last, about 7 or 8 years, we've been focusing a lot on Tanzania. So Zanzibar has good roots in the sense that the management has been well experienced in working in Tanzania. Just for example, for Mr. Faraj, he raised over $7.5 million for Kokanee Minerals, which was back in 2011, 2012.
Well, congratulations. You've just completed your IPO, and maybe you can give us some detail on what was raised, how that affects the overall dilution of the company, and what you'll be utilizing the funds for as you move forward.
Right. We completed a $400,000 IPO. It's a small IPO, but we've got a small project that we're working on in Tanzania right now. It's gold related, and it's basically a zone that we discovered probably in 2010. And we've been able to get it into the company. It's a zone that's related to a nearby deposit that's called the Magambazi deposit, which is owned by East Africa Metals, and before that was Canaco. They've got about 1 million ounces of gold that they've identified there. What we think we have are sort of continuations of that zone. To start with, we're looking at the placer potential of it, because there seems to be this layer of unit of gold that is associated with the area that we are in for Zanzibar. It's got a lot of nice nuggets of gold and things like that, so that we think we can turn that into a producing sort of small producing operation, and then from that further explore the property where we did have. In the property itself, we had several veins that had more than multi-grams of gold in the associated property with what we're doing in Tanzania.
Can you speak to the challenges of running an operation in Africa? Are there any unique challenges that you guys have discovered, and how do you overcome those?
The most unique challenge is probably the lack of infrastructure, but Tanzania's got a fairly recent mining history. They opened their country up to exploration in the 1990s, and moved from being the bottom of the gold production to about the 3rd or 4th ranked gold producer in Tanzania. You've got companies like Barrick there, Shanti Anglo. You had an Australian company, Resolve Mining there. All these companies have been able to operate, build mines, build the infrastructure, and go forward. So definitely the climate is good there. There's some challenges with just getting the infrastructure, but there's experience in mining and gold mining. And one of the things too is that it doesn't have, it's one of those unique areas that doesn't have an awful lot of history of gold exploration, except for the most recent period in the last 20 years. And individual Tanzanians are out there finding gold all over the place, and which is great because that gives us a good example of where to follow to find the mother lode sort of thing.
So what do you see as key opportunities that you're looking to achieve for the company?
Well, I think our next milestone is going to be, we're going to evaluate the property that we have, and we're also talking with other people to get other properties. We're always looking on for other opportunities, but we're also looking at lithium properties worldwide. I mean, lithium is the hot topic today, and certainly we're pursuing that as well.
Well, Lawrence, if people were looking for more information on the company, can you direct them to either a website or a phone number?
We've just initiated our website. It's going to be ZanzibarGoldInc.ca.
Well, thank you, Lawrence, for this for the information. All the best with Zanzibar Gold, and look forward to hearing maybe more information in the future.
Thank you very much.
That was Lawrence Stevenson, technical geologist, project manager for Zanzibar Gold Inc. Trading symbol is ZBR on the CSE. That's it for this episode of NewlyTrading.com, the podcast. Join us next week, same time, for another featured Newly Trading company on the TSXV, OTC, or CSE exchanges. And go to NewlyTrading.com to subscribe. NewlyTrading.com and this podcast are solely intended for information purposes. If you're considering investing in securities, always consult a professional advisor. I'm Jim Ripley.